Right, we're putting a waste in on the sink, so first thing you do, unscrew that. Next thing you do, unscrew that. Next thing you do, take that off, throw it. Next thing you do, take this off, throw it. Throw it. That one we're going to keep. Push that down there. So that's a nice foam one. If it would hard, we'd throw it. Then get a silicone 785 round the edge there, and then that way when we squash it into the front of the sink, which is there, which is uneven, it seals that gap so the water don't go down the plug. And then you get your fingers like that and you put it through that hole. Put it through that hole. Then you seal that gap. Seal a bit of the thread at the top. And then all we do is tighten it up. And I don't want people saying you can't get them off, because I did 2 yesterday, 3 yesterday, which I did 10 years ago, which we swapped the inners. If you watch on my previous videos, you will see that. Nice. Nice. So get that, pull it down. I'm looking at on the inside to make sure. See that, how we pull that down nice and flat? There's no silicone on the outside. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Then all we do, wipe your silicone off it. Don't need to be on it, you don't see any of it. And then last but not least, round the lip of it. And that's it. You will never have an issue with it. It will never leak. And it'll be like that for life. Then for your tap, you get your tap out, you check it, make sure there's no damage on it. So the cord always goes to the right. These just want to be hand tight, screwed in like that. Make sure they're hand tight. Nice. Screw that one in. Now all taps are flexes, all taps are flexes. All taps are flexes. Then we've got a rubber seal. And we've got a bar. Unscrew that. Screw that onto there. Screw it in fully. Get a seal on it. Otherwise you're going to have water coming through the sink. Now sometimes, depending on the holes, you may need a bit of clear silicone underneath. Because pot, in the ideal world, everything should work, but it don't. Slot it through. Hot's always on the left. Always on the left. Get that bang centre. Bang centre. this is where you need to make that, see that bit there, wants to be square. You want to be looking through that hole to make sure it's round and make sure you ain't got a gap at top. Oh, what the point of that? I thought that was a little gadget to do it then. But clearly not. Let me just get a spanner. Instead we use a spanner. So we're just checking, see that rim there, that rubber, making sure it's in line there, making sure there's no gap round it before we tighten it up. Just want some mill there. You could see that rubber there at a mill, and that mill will make a difference. You don't want to over tighten it, because what happens is you'll end up bending them flaps, and them flaps will start spreading out, and then it's not going to hold it tight, you know what I mean? So that is beautiful. That is how you build a sink up in less than 5 minutes. Work of art. So for the sink, we're just putting these brackets on, even though it's warm, even though it's floor mounted. Put the brackets on. This, I'm just trying my new Bosch drill from Magnet, which Magnet has given me. Always have your plugs in slightly. And then a bit of silicone in the holes. Make sure that it's sealed. I love it. I just love it. I love it. And I love my new little drill. It's a good little bit of kit. Good little bit of kit. Just drilled these with my Bish Bash Bosch towel bits. So for the sink, we're just putting these brackets on, even though it's warm, even though it's full. That's my other TikTok channel. Get that in that hole there. We want to be plugging the holes up, because we don't want any hole to have air coming through it. It's pointless. There we go. And then what we're going to do is first just clean this floor. Give this floor a wipe with my Wonder Wipes. If we clean up as we go, we don't have to clean up at the end of the day, do we? Do you know what I mean? From where we've drilled the dust. Oh yeah! Beautiful. Now they go on there like that. And then what you do is you can tweak that backwards and tweak that. That'll move that side up. That'll move that side up. We don't need to do that because this is level. As you can see, it's level, maybe half a millimetre that side. But that is good, so we can just bolt it back. We can get the sink on. So as you can see, I use the right little trap on these. So now I've got my basin in place, exactly where I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut some pipe there, then I'm going to core an hole straight through there, because that's where it has to fit. So as pipe work, it'll come round there, it'll fix onto there, and it'll go straight into there. Same with that, that'll fix on today, go straight into there. And that in turn will be in centre of that. Be able to open that drawer, get to them isolators, turn them isolators off if we want, and it'll be beautiful. Them fittings, I'll just show you quickly now. Just screw onto there like that, really light, never over tighten, and then that will push into there, that'll be fixed onto there like that, and it'll be beautiful. Same with the other one, once we call the hole out, it'll be beautiful. We just have to get a proper measure because we can't move the sink anywhere. Has to fit there, bang centre. So as I'm drilling, my electrician turns the lighting off. These are the bolts for the sink. 14mm all these ones. Porcelain tiles. Nightmare. Got my core drill. Can't core because there's no electric. So we put these in ready because we've used cordless for that. Just bolt them up, and then when the sink slides on, the sink will slide into this, and then we'll bolt the sink onto this nut like so. That bolts it onto the wall because it only just balances on this unit, so we want to make sure that is bang on. Right, and then all we've got to do now is slide the sink onto his bolts. Nice, nice. See what I mean? There's not a lot of a lift for it to sit on there. So now we're on. His waste is going to go straight in that hole. We're going to push it through. Then we're going to clip his pipes on there, and that's it. As you can see, there them bolts. We screw them up, straight in, bolts the sink back, stops it from moving. Sometimes you can just silicone these on if it fits onto the unit properly, but this don't. So you're better off using the bolts just to stop it from moving so it can't fall off. There we go, one sink in, sealed, isolators on there, just turn them off, turn them back on. Nice, no leaks, beautiful, beautiful. 10mm, so the drawers are hitting them. Just what the doctor ordered. To be honest. And then you show it like, it's just like a dream, baby. I was born with tools in my hand, you know what I mean? Hello, Mark. Make sure you can get. So, he was moaning that it was a bit hot.